Hello and welcome back to Mountain Made. Today we are fixing this, we're cleaning up and painting this new rear axle for my Mazda 2. As you can see in this clip here, she's a bit broken. The camber you see there is not supposed to be there. It is supposed to be a straight up wheel, and years of rust and neglect to undercoat have led to this situation. Today we're going to clean up this one, give it a good paint of rock guard, and maybe even do some little fixes. And we're going to give it an all-around just beef up. It's got brand new brake drums in it, and we're going to take those out. We're going to take a peek, maybe even order some new brakes for it, but more than likely they're fine. We're going to clean up the hardware, clean up the everything, and then maybe throw her right in. So this rear axle, or rear beam axle, is going to be subject to a lot of cleaning, painting, and basically prepping so that when we throw it all on the Mazda 2, it is completely mint and we won't even have to worry about this. Now there's a few issues with this here that I'd like to point out, that it's a bit rusty and I've cut the brake lines, but nothing a little bit of dust won't fix, right guys? Right. Anyway, so the paint we're going to be using today on the the beam axle is going to be a paintable rubberized rock guard undercoat. It basically goes on like textured, and it looks like a truck bed liner. And since this thing is going to be off-roading a little bit, we're going to make it nice and tough on the bottom edge especially, but the top edge is hopefully going to fix with the rust that we can expect. But the drum brakes that came on this are pretty mint, but we're going to take it apart and get a deep look and maybe even get a little bit of a drum brake tutorial.
Did you eat?
But let's get started on this. I'm going to take the wire wheel, go over it all, clean it all up, clean it, and then get the painting. First things first, where'd that go? Let's do some wire brushing and get this thing clean. You gotta take all it off. Let's do it in a montage or time lapse, whatever you call them. Hold on. Let me take off the bang mask here. So now I got most of the top of it all prepped and ready. I got some penetrating oil or fluid in the nose and all the brake lines and getting them ready to come out. And when I do that, I'm then going to get it outside. I'm going to rinse it with the hose, get mostly everything off, because I know there's some spaces in here I just can't get it to with the wire wheel. And we'll paint it as is, but we're going to try and get it as clean as possible for the paint, and then tape it up, get it painted, let it dry. Then tomorrow I'm going to start tearing stuff off the Mazda 2. Let's get back to it. Alright, so I got it all cleaned up here, and originally I was planning on putting some sheet metal, not pleat metal, into this cavity here, but here in Canada we have to get inspected vehicles, and if they see welds on this, they'll probably just say no, it's not good, and I'll have to completely redo this process. So what I'm thinking is the one that's on the Mazda now, let me just... So the one that's on the Mazda now is broken up in here. I don't know if I can get it good. So up in here, you can see we've already tried welding it, and that there has caused this wheel to, toe in and actually camber. It's not so bad now that it's on blocks and everything's lifted up, but as you can see here, this wheel is up and this wheel is canted, and on the video you can see that it's actually like this. But so basically my plan is going to be get this one just painted and get it good, and so I can drive the vehicle again, and then that other one we will turn into like a lifted, maybe off-road style, like actually beefy, and weld a whole new plate on this piece here. Just weld it solid, put some fins, and then just weld it cap on. Finish all the welds on that one, make sure it's all straight again, and get that all set up. And this one will eventually be getting switched to disc brakes, but that's for a different video. Right now we're just going to get this painted and get it taped up for now, and then get it painted, then get ready to put it on maybe tomorrow. So basically for this right now, I'm just going to tip it upside down, shake it off, get all the loose dirt off. I have it all scuffed down except for a few spots, but it'll get covered up. It's rubberized. It'll all get coat on. And the stuff I'm going to be using today is called Better Than. This is just a brand I bought. It's a paintable rubberized undercoat, and it goes on rubber, and it has texture, and the bottom side will get more coats than the top, but that's just so it has a thick layer. If I ever rub on anything, it won't just give in to the paint. It'll rub and hopefully save it a little bit. This stuff does save rust. It does inhibit rust, but we're gonna see. Only time can tell. So let's get this thing shaken off and give her hell. Jesus! This thing's kind of heavy, if you guys couldn't tell. So I did miss a few spots inside of these spots for the springs to sit in, so I'll just quickly get that, and I'll start wiping it down, and hopefully here in a few minutes start painting, get this ready. Well, I have to say, a lot has happened since... Oh wow, look, that is horrible lighting. A lot has happened since I've seen you last. Approximately an hour or two ago. Now, this is just a complete disaster now, because my father came in and had asked me one simple question. You test if if the wheel will even fit on. And obviously no, because I thought this was just going to be the easiest thing in the planet. So, I went and got the wheel, and I put it on, and it turns out Ford uses a 104, or 4x104. Now the Mazda 2 wheel hubs are a 4x100. That's the issue. So, after doing some math and a lot of swearing, I got my Mazda hubs onto this drum setup, but now the drum cap doesn't fit. So, with all things considered now, I have 2 drums on order and another hub on order because the other hub is stuck in. So I won't be able to finish this till tomorrow anyways, but I'm still going to tape it up and paint it and show you guys what that looks like, all shiny and black. Wow, that's bright. Oh, and a quick hack here. If you have these earplugs and you need holes filled, they're the perfect thing. Just roll them together, stick them in, and they swell up. I did it over here too. Alright, it's all clean, let's get it painted. Oh, sorry. Now, it's never a bad idea. Now, even though you've been shaking it for a while, it's never a bad idea to just always get a test. And it goes on good. We're ready. Safety first. Okay, I'm sorry for the Bane dialogue here, but even after the first coat, you can see the texture, and it just looks so much shinier. And don't worry about getting any on the brakes. I guess I don't have to. I'm getting all new equipment for everything. It's really hard to breathe through this thing. Okay, it's really hard to breathe in here. It's really chemically, but I have the first coat done, and I'll come back with the second coat here in a bit. And I'll let this dry up, and then we're going to flip sides and rinse and repeat. We need to have a talk. Yes, the paint is drying and I'm ready for the second coat, but you need to have a little bit of a discussion here. A little short. Hold on. We need to have a discussion. My YouTube channel is a micro channel at the moment. We only have 6 subscribers as of recording this video, and that is mainly because of my wacky upload schedule. I say that as if I have one. It's just the one video before this. You guys who are watching this, this is fun. I have fun showing you guys the nonsense I do. It's pretty fun. But likewise, if you guys are also having fun watching, it would be nice if you could hit the like and most of all subscribe if you do enjoy this, because I'm making this on my own time. And if you guys like this, then I can maybe start doing this more and have more of my own time. But other than that, I'm done with this senseless ranting. No one gives a shit. You guys want to see this shit? Oh shit! Now that I'm done being a whiny bitch, let's get to painting. I'm not wearing a mask this time because it's hidden. Now we let that dry, and then we flip it over and do the bottom side. And we're going to do it very liberally. Wait. We're just going to paint it a lot. We'll call it that. Now this side. We're just going to do 2 coats, maybe 3. Actually, I'll just use the rest of this bottle because it's the underside. We don't want it rusting out. Because like I said last time, it rusted out here, here, and here. And actually cracked here, which is what made everything fucking break. Alright, let's spray it. First coat down. I said we only got about one more coat left. This stuff's starting to get nasty. We'll come back and spray it once she's dry. Alright, there's not a lot left in here, so we're just going to spray whatever's left in here and call it a night. Let's get her in. So while I'm waiting for the new Mazda hub and the rest of the brake presses should come in, that is, I'm just going to let this dry. I don't know if that's going to be tomorrow or the day after, or whenever the fuck that is for you guys. But for now, this video is over. I'm going to see if I can get it out before this even happens. And then the next video, hopefully we get that, the old one tore out of the Mazda, and maybe start fitting up this one. But that's for a later date. We'll see how it goes, and I haven't done any explosions this video. We'll do one now.